Baghdad residents on Sunday criticised an apparent assassination attempt against Iraqi Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kadhimi. Officials say he escaped unharmed after armed drones targeted his residence in the Green Zone. The incident has dramatically raised tension in the country weeks after a general election disputed by Iran-backed militia groups. On Friday, there were violent clashes between government forces and supporters of the Iran-backed political parties, many of whom have armed wings who lost dozens of seats in the October 10 poll. Abbas al-Jabouri is the head of the Rafed Center for Media.
It is the responsibility of everyone today to stand together in order to prevent inner turmoil that aims to destroy Iraq and its sovereignty.
When
a rocket hits the residence of the Prime Minister, this means Iraq. We should not remain silent. There must be wise men who intervene to end the consequences of this attack.
Footage from the Prime Minister's office released on Sunday showed some of the damage. A vehicle parked outside the home was seen with its windows blown out, surrounded by rubble and debris from the impact. No group immediately claimed responsibility. The United States, Saudi Arabia and Iran condemned the attack, with the US offering assistance with the investigation.
Tens of thousands of Ethiopians rallied in the capital Addis Ababa on Sunday in support of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's government and, in many cases, in opposition to the United States. Forces loyal to the Tigray People's Liberation Front have threatened to march on the capital, prompting a state of emergency. In Addis, protesters like Tigist Lemma were angry at a US call for the Ethiopian government to begin talks with the TPLF, which has been designated a terrorist group.
They want to destroy our country like they did Afghanistan. They will never succeed. We are Ethiopians. We are children of Adwa. With which TPLF are we going to negotiate? The one that killed and raped us? One that stabbed our mothers and fathers with combat knives? We will never, ever negotiate with them.
Protesters also held signs denouncing fake news in Ethiopia. The government has complained about foreign coverage of the conflict, with Abiy's spokesperson tweeting late on Saturday that orchestrated media propaganda against Ethiopia is escalating. On Tuesday, US President Joe Biden's administration accused Ethiopia of gross violations of human rights in the year-long conflict with the northern rebellious forces. The Ethiopian government has said it takes all allegations of human rights violations seriously and is carrying out investigations. Washington has also said it opposes any TPLF advance towards the capital. The TPLF claimed last week it is 200 miles from Addis. Abiy's government accuses it of exaggerating territorial gains. Under the state of emergency declared on Tuesday, the government can order citizens of a certain age into military service. But at the rally there was a call of restraint from popular singer Tariku Gangsi. He said youths should not go to the front line and that elders should go instead, asking for reconciliation. His speech ended when his microphone was cut off. It was unclear by whom.
More than 30,000 runners lined up on a chilly 40 degrees Sunday morning for the first pandemic return of the New York City Marathon. The 50th running of the race went off 13 weeks after the Tokyo Olympic Games and capped a chaotic year for the marathon majors after London and Boston were moved from their traditional April dates to October due to the pandemic. Kenyan Perez Jepchirchir survived a three-way battle before sprinting through the finish line to win the women's race in 2 hours, 22 minutes and 39 seconds. She is the first athlete to win an Olympic gold medal and the marathon in the same year. Fellow Kenyan Albert Korir won the men's race. He leapt into the air as he broke the tape in Central Park in 2 hours, 8 minutes and 22 seconds.
With COVID-19 travel restrictions to the U.S. lifted for much of the world Monday, airlines and officials are bracing for an influx of international visitors. United Airlines is expecting about 50% more international inbound passengers Monday than the 20,000 it had a week ago, and Delta Airlines has warned travelers to prepare for long lines. Delta said in the 6 weeks since the U.S. reopening was announced, it has seen a 450% increase in international bookings from the previous 6 weeks. The Biden administration has held multiple calls with U.S. airlines to prepare for the influx of travelers and has warned travelers crossing from Canada and Mexico by land or ferry to be prepared for longer waits starting Monday. The rules had barred most non-U.S. citizens from entering from 33 countries. Airlines will check vaccination documents for international travelers, and new rules will require airlines to collect passenger information for potential contact tracing. At land borders, U.S. Customs and Border Protection will ask if travelers have been vaccinated and spot check some documentation. Children under 18 are exempt from the new vaccine requirements, but all international travelers must provide a negative COVID-19 test.
It's a very depressing scene over here. You can feel everyone's pain.
20-year-old Maximiliano Alvarado was one of the concertgoers at rap star Travis Scott's Astroworld music festival that left 8 killed and wounded dozens, and says he saw bodies.
He's not having a pulse.
Alvarado took this video posted on social media of fans being led to safety on Friday night.
You can feel everyone's frustration, confusion. You know, it is supposed to be a good time, and this is not something you would expect to be doing after going to a festival, going to a memorial for the people that died in this festival.
Alvarado contributed to a makeshift memorial at the concert venue in Houston on Sunday, where some laid flowers, wrote messages, and lit candles in remembrance of those who perished during the stampede. At the concert venue, workers were beginning to take down the surrounding fence, and drone footage captured a deserted stage on Sunday. But the scene was far more chaotic on Friday night. Concertgoers cried for help as the show appeared to go on, with Scott seemingly unaware of the horror unfolding on the ground.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost.
In a statement over the weekend, Scott said that while on stage, he could not imagine the severity of the situation, adding that he is absolutely devastated by the incident. At least 2 investigations, one of them criminal, were underway on Sunday into the deadly stampede. Officials in Houston said autopsies were being performed as soon as possible so their bodies could be returned to family members, with the identities of some of the dead expected to be released soon. Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner said the dead were young, some of them just 14 and 16, and others in their 20s.